Good morning, everyone. It's 6 a.m. Mindful Movement with me, Hannah-Graether. I'm really excited you're here this morning. The structure of this class, we will be doing longer holds, connecting with our breath, and shifting our focus from our external landscape to our internal landscape. So find a comfortable seated position and breathe naturally. Check in with your body and see how it feels this morning. If it feels safe to you, close your eyes and breathe naturally. Any of the shapes that I'm offering this morning, if they seem like too much, reduce the gravity and come lower to the ground. Listen to your body. It's going to be your best guide. I am not there with you, so just make sure that you are listening to it to prevent injury. Begin deepening the breath by breathing into the belly, the rib cage, collarbone, reversing it from collarbone, rib cage, belly. Inhaling belly, rib cage, collarbone. Exhaling collarbone, rib cage, belly. 3-part breath. Belly, rib cage, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, rib cage, belly. Continue on your own breath. Exhale, collarbone, rib cage, belly. Inhale, belly, rib cage, collarbone, collarbone, rib cage, belly. 2 more complete breaths. Take a moment and notice if there's been any shift in your being this morning just by paying attention to your breathing. Adding on another layer to our breathing this morning, slight constriction of the throat as if we're fogging up a mirror, ujjayi or ocean sounding breath. It should be audible to those around you. Inhaling again. Each inhale in peace, exhale stress. Inhale peace, exhale stress. On the next inhale, hands will meet at heart center. Set an intention if it feels right to you this morning to do so. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Exhale, down, heart center. Inhale, up overhead, hands meet. Exhale, down, heart center. Inhale, hands meet overhead. Exhale, down, heart center. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Exhale, down, heart center. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Exhale, down, heart center. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Exhale, down, heart center. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Pause. On the next exhale, send one arm forward, one arm back. Inhale, they meet back up overhead. Exhale, send the other arm forward, other arm back. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Exhale, send one arm forward, one arm back. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. If you feel like deepening the stretch or twist this morning, your gaze can follow that back hand. Inhale, the meet up overhead. Exhale, send the other one back. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Warming up those arms this morning. Two more on each side. Hands will meet up overhead. Send one arm down towards the mat and the other one alongside the ear. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Send the other arm down to the mat and reach across the ear. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Exhale. Continue on your own breath. Inhale, hands meet up overhead. Exhale. Making sure to keep both sit bones on the mat, or whatever you're practicing on this morning. Two more on each side. Hands meet up overhead, they connect, bring them down to heart center. Take a moment, check in with your body and see if there's been any shifts this morning. If not, that's totally fine. Clasp the fingers and roll the wrists in a figure 8. It doesn't matter which direction, just pick one. Whichever direction you're going, reverse, reverse. Release the hands, shake them out. We're going to meet tabletop. Again, if you want some extra cushioning in tabletop or any of these downward things, you can always roll the mat a little bit or place a blanket under the knees. Setting up our tabletop, making sure our wrists are below our shoulders and our hips are above our knees. Engaging the top of our feet to make this a really active pose. Pressing in with all edges of the hands. Send just the rib cage to one side, down to the other side, and up in a circular motion. Continue on your own breath. Inhaling, up, side, exhaling, down, side. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Just the rib cage. Whichever direction you're going with just your rib cage, reverse. Going down to the other side, up and other side. Two more in this direction. Send your knees slightly out, a little bit wider of a base, and rotate your hips into a circle. So sending them back, almost to child pose to the side, almost to upward dog. Exhale to the side, circle those hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. My body's cracking this morning. I don't know about yours. One more in this direction, and then we will reverse. Reverse, reverse, whatever direction you're going. Oh, the opposite way. Two more in this direction, and we'll meet in stillness. Coming into a neutral position of tabletop, bring the knees back in parallel with the short edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the collarbone, lift the tailbone, exhale, tuck the tailbone, coming into cat pose. Inhale, press the hands towards the knees, nice little slight movement will engage those arms. Leading with the tailbone. Tuck the tailbone, lift the rib cage, exhale. Inhale, lift the tailbone, bring the collarbones out. Continue on your own breath. One more and we'll meet neutral. Inhale, lift the knee parallel to the floor, keeping that foot flexed. Make a circle, fire hydrant. Nice big circle. And whatever direction you're going, reverse. Warming up the hip flexors. One more, bringing it down, table. Before switching to the other side, take a moment and notice, is there a difference between one side or the other? I don't know. All right, other side. Lift it up, keeping your knee and foot flexed in right angles. Circle that knee. Whatever direction you're going, reverse. Last one, coming into stillness of tabletop. Tuck the toes, press the hips up and back in a down dog, our first down dog of the morning. Walking it out. Shaking the head, no. Nodding the head, yes. Inhale, step, walk, float to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up to standing. I am noticing that my arms are going out of the frame. That's okay, because we're not going to be up here that long. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, pick a side. It doesn't matter which side. Just remember which one it is. Lift that side's foot. Exhale, step back. Keeping the hands on the hips, make sure that they're facing the short edge of the mat. So I like to keep my hands on my hips sometimes just to check my alignment. So the back leg is lifted, energy coming out of it. Hips are parallel with the front edge of the mat. Forward knee, the front leg has a right angle in the knee. Zipping the legs up. Engaging both legs. Inhaling, lifting, straightening through the crown of the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle in. This is Monday Mindful Movement. We're settling into these postures. Seeing what's present for us today. And hold. Inhale. Exhale. If this is too much for your arms this morning, you can always bring them down to your hips or a cactus position or even the heart center. Whatever's right to you this morning. Listen to your body. I'm going to go for it. Two more breaths. Exhale, rotate the back foot, keeping the front leg in a right angle. Inhale, parallel arms to the floor, warrior two. Sending energy out that back foot, pressing into the outer edge, making sure that our knee is still above our ankle, sending the hips forward and heart back. We'll engage the core and gaze over those front fingers. We're warriors this morning. Settle in. Making sure we're not leaning over that front leg. Nice tall posture. Tall spine. What is present? What can you let go of? Coming back to that breath. Two more full breaths. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the floor. Rotate that back leg and so it's facing the front edge of the mat. So runner's lunge. And place. If my right leg is forward, my left hand is going to the mat because I'm going to continue that twist, keeping my left arm on the floor and inhaling my right arm to the sky, making sure that my hips again are parallel with the short edge of the mat. And I'm lengthening through the crown of the spine, sending energy out that back leg. Making sure again that our knee is not going above our ankle. And settle in. I'm gonna flip so that you can see, and it'll be easier for my voice to reach the camera. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Exhale, settle in. Good morning, everyone. Hello. If this is too much for your arms, you can always bring them down to the hips, then quad. And if it's too much for your legs, you can always come down to and drop the knee. I'm gonna go for it this morning. I like a good twist. What is present? What can you let go of? If you're wobbling, that's okay. Yoga is a practice. Two more full breaths in this position. Exhale, float the arm down, framing the legs. You've got one hand on each side. Send the hips back. If you need to walk the back foot in a little bit, that's okay. Straighten out that front leg. Making sure again that our hips are parallel with the short edge of the mat. We're sending our heart to our knee. We're not curling in, we're extending through the crown of the spine. Inhale, lift the toes, deepening the stretch a little bit, flexing that foot. You can come up onto tented fingers if that is better for you. One more full round of breath. Roll onto that front foot. Place the hand slightly in front of your front foot. Press off that back leg, whoop, making it parallel to the floor. Flexing the foot. You're going to come in warrior 3, I think. Whoop. Pressing into that foot, stabilizing that leg, and press your arms parallel with the sky. You can keep your arms down. I'm gonna go for it. Whoop. Yeah. Exhale, float arms and legs back to the floor. Bring the front leg to meet the back in the plank, high plank. Exhaling, lengthening through the crown of the spine, sending energy out those feet. Nice straight line. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin. Untuck the toes. Press up into cobra. Lift the hands, because this isn't a pressure nor a hands thing. This is a lower back thing. Drop the hands, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, and down dog. Take a moment, see if there's a difference between one side and the other. Now, whatever leg, scratch that. Float, hop, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press into both feet, come up into standing. I'm going to switch sides. So whatever leg you just sent back, that we did that whole sequence on, we're going to do the other side. Trying to remember which one I did. Okay. So, remember which leg you didn't send back? Okay. Inhale, shift the weight. Now I think I have to do, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't remember. Shift the weight to that side, pick up that leg, exhale, send it back, waha. Making sure that our hips are parallel with the short edge of the mat. Our knee is not going above our ankle. Sending energy out that back leg and zipping them up slightly. Woo. Inhale, hands up overhead. If this is too much for you, again, you can always come down to hands on quads, hands at heart center. Again, if this is also too much, you can come down on the knee. I'm gonna go for it this morning. Woo. Little wobbly. Again, yoga's a practice. Woo. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Exhale, settle in. What's present for you this morning? I think this is right. So let's just see what happens. Yes. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Exhale, settle in. 2 more rounds of breath here. Exhale, hands parallel to the floor. Rotate that back leg into warrior 2. This isn't right. Yeah, okay, there we go. Warrior 2, sending energy out that back leg, keeping that front leg in a right angle. Yeah, okay. Apparently I'm having trouble with sides this morning. It's Monday. It's okay. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Exhale, settle in. What's going on this morning that you can let go of? Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Exhale, settle in. Whew, I'm sweating. Two more full rounds of breath in this posture. We're strong, we can do it. Exhale, cartwheel the arms, framing the foot, lift the back heel into lunge, runner's lunge. I did do this wrong. Okay, whatever. There we go. Making sure that our hips are parallel with the short edge of the mat, sending energy out that back leg. Inhale, raise that arm. So if my right arm, if my left foot is bent, my right arm is in the sky for a twist. Creating a straight line from our upper fingers down to our fingers on the mat. Woo. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Send energy out that back leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle in. Maybe look up at the top fingers. Wave good morning to everyone. Maybe a virtual 5. Settle in. Two more full breaths in this position. What can you let go of? What can you let go of? On your next exhale, cartwheel the hand down to frame the foot. Send the hips back, straightening this front leg, keeping the foot flat on the floor to start. Now, good sides and great sides. Some sides that we could stretch better than the others, or deeper than the others. And some days, it just doesn't work, and that's okay. Listen to your body. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Settle in. Again, if this is too much, you can always drop that the back leg onto the knee, reducing the gravity. One more full round of breath. And then we're going to pick up the toes, flex the foot. This is a bit much on this side for me, so I'm going to come down on my knee, keeping my foot flexed. Hips, again, are parallel with the short edge of the mat. If you've come down like I have, you can press into the top of the foot, of the back foot, to make sure that we're engaging the whole body. If you've come down, tuck that back toe, press in, coming up into a straight leg, rock on that front foot, push off the back foot and fly. You can keep parallel to the floor, arms parallel with the ears. If this is not you this morning, this is a bit of a struggle for me. Woo. Okay. Wobbling, Shows it's a practice. Definitely a practice for me this morning. Whew. Float that back leg down, come back down into a low lunge. Send that front foot back to meet the one in the back. High plank. Sending energy out those heels. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the spine. Nice long posture. Hold. Waking up the body on a Monday. Hold. One more round of breath. Drop the knees, chest, chin, to untuck the toes. Press up into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, pressing the hands, send the hips up and back into down dog. Inhale, lengthen from the wrists to the elbows. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen from the elbows to the shoulders. Little micro movements. I like to bend my knees a little bit so I can get my hips nice and high. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lengthen from the shoulders to the tailbone. I know that's a big section. Expanding each vertebra. Vertebrae, not sure which one. Inhale, lengthen from the femur bones to the knees and the hips. Sending those hips nice and high. Settle in. Two more rounds of breath. Drop the knees, press back in a child's pose. Lift the hands, shake them out. We spend a lot of time on our hands and wrists. Maybe open, close, open, close. Blah, blah, blah. Come on down to child's pose. Inhaling into that back body. Warrior 3, that's what that posture is called. Sorry. Inhale, tense your fingers, walk them to one side, one long edge of the mat, providing a nice stretch in the side body, staying in child's pose. 2 more rounds of breath. Send the fingers, walk them to the other side, the other long edge of the mat, stretching out the other side of the body. Two more rounds of breath. Tenth fingers, walk them parallel with the short edge of the mat. Inhale, send the knees out to the long edge of the mat for wide child's pose and fold forward. If this is too much for you, you can always come onto your forearms. Just remember to keep a long spine. Inhaling, lengthening through the crown of the spine, then folding forward. With a slight pressure or push away with the hands, you can send your hips back a little bit further, making sure that you keep your hips on your heels as much as possible. Breathing into that back body. One more round of breath. Inhale, bring the knees back to being parallel with the short edge of the mat. Exhale, send the hips to one side. Bring the legs out parallel in front of you. Into staff pose. Flexing those front feet, pressing slightly into the quads will help lengthen through the crown of the spine. Stacking our hips below our shoulders. This is actually a fairly active pose. Two more rounds of breath. All right, release it out, shake out those legs. Shake out the hands. Bring the feet flat to the floor, scoot the booty towards the feet, and come on down to the mat. Walk the feet in towards the hands. We're going to go into bridge pose, but we'll do it in pieces. Rocking the tailbone back and forth, lifting it slightly off the mat each time. Exhale. Pressing into the palms of the hands, pressing into the feet, Slowly lift your hips to the sky as high as comfortable to you. You can keep your arms flat on the floor. You can bring them to meet underneath your body, pressing the shoulder blades into the ground, sending your hips up, making sure that your knees aren't folding outwards, they're engaged. Imagine you had a block or something in between your legs and you were squeezing it to keep it from falling. And hold. Pressing into the feet. Two more rounds of breath. If your hands are clasped underneath your body, unclasp them, walk them out closer to the long edge of the mat. Slowly bring your body back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Exhale, bring one leg in, doesn't matter which one, send the other leg out, flex both feet. Give it a hug. Oh, good morning, legs. I'm so happy I have you. What can you let go of? Point and flex that bent leg and roll the ankle in one direction. It doesn't matter which one, just remember. And whatever direction you're rolling it, roll the opposite way. Exhale, send that leg to meet the other one extended. Before switching, take a moment and check in with the body and see how it's feeling. Maybe come back to that intention you set. On the next inhale, tuck the other knee in. Extend the other leg straight, flexing both feet. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, extend. And settle in. Point and flex that top foot. Rotate the ankle in one direction. It doesn't matter which one. And reverse the direction that you are rotating the ankle. Remember to keep that extended leg flexed. Inhale, bring the extended leg in. Give both legs a squeeze. Good morning, legs. Exhale. Grab either onto the shins or the knees. We're going to give ourselves a lower back massage by sending the knees in a circle. It doesn't matter which direction, just pick one. Whatever direction you're going, reverse. Coming into stillness, extend both legs, coming into corpse pose or shavasana. Now's the time to get layers or blankets or a sip of water. I'm going to stay seated so that my voice is facing the camera, but I am going to grab a blanket. One more moment to get settled in. Sealing in our practice by sending light and warmth from our toes to our feet, to our heels. The light builds and seals in all of the movement we've done this morning. Our ankles, calves, shins, knees, femurs, quads, filling with warm golden light, warming our bodies and sealing in the movement we've done today. Filling in our hip bones, tailbone, light builds and fills the belly, the navel, the spine, working its way up, filling in all sides of the diaphragm, the rib cage, each rib all the way through the bone, filling with light, warm, golden light. Each space between each rib, filling with warm, golden light, one at a time. Filling our lungs with warm, golden, healing light. Our hearts with warm light, sealing in the practice and the breath. Filling the collarbones, the throat, shoulders, biceps, elbows, forearms, filling with warm, golden light. The wrists, the fingers, or metacarpals, phalanges, filling the hands, energy shoots out of it as bright golden light comes back in the hands, sealing in the wrists, coming back up the forearms, the elbows, the biceps, shoulders, into the neck, traveling up the spine into the skull. Warm golden light seals in our practice, filling all facets of the skull, the brain, each neuron within our brain, filling with warm golden light, waking us up and sealing in the movement this morning. Relaxing the muscles in our face, our eyes, cheeks, upper lip, nose. Relaxing our ears, our eyeballs drop back into our sockets. Filling. Warm golden light shoots out of the top of the head, connecting with the sun. You may not be able to see it yet, but it's there. Sealing into this practice, settling into this warmth. Welcome to Shavasana. One more round of breath. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana, that's totally fine. I'm just going to close the practice. So if you'd like to close the practice with me, that's great. Wiggling your fingers and toes, waking up the body. When the moment feels right to you, turn onto your right side. And when the next moment feels right to you, exhale, press into the hands, come up to a seated position. You can keep the eyes closed if it feels safe to you, or you can keep your eyes open. Rubbing our hands together, building some heat. Placing one hand over the heart and the other one on top of that. Thank you so much for spending this time with me this morning to get moving and checking in with our body today. My next class is Wednesday at 5:30, Vinyasa Flow, but my friend Lucy Price has an amazing half-hour practice, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. That's all the announcements I have right now. Places for donations are in the description box along with the playlist. Maybe go through the rest of our day with kind thoughts, kind words, and kind actions. Again, thank you for taking the time out of your day to practice with me during this time of physical isolation and socially connecting. Jai Bhagwan, victory to spirit, namaste. I honor the place in you as the honor place in me. We are one. Have a great day, everyone.